All right, this is footage from the 1960s. The USS Enterprise, which was, we're with the Second Fleet along the Atlantic coast. And the Enterprise, which you see there in the distance, was the flagship where the Admiral was aboard there. And we're going to get some close-ups of some planes landing, the same planes we had on our ship. One you're going to see coming in is McDonnell Douglas's F-4.
I think that's a little bit further forward.
Okay, wait a minute. Now we got a plane coming up here.
Now, when do you think this was?
Oh, 62, 63. There's a bombing run.
Is this like a public thing? Is that why all those people are there?
No, they wouldn't do that to the public.
These people must have just, you're just watching?
Pop did that.
Oh.
He might have been on the ship at the time, because they're, let's see. Whoa, look at that. I'll be in the end of that napalm.
Wow.
Get your hot dogs ready.
So where do you think this is?
This has to be along the, I'm pretty sure this is what we were at the Second Fleet along the Atlantic coast.
Oh,
okay, here comes a bomber with 3 fighter planes.
So probably like the B-1 or something?
Could be.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here's a couple more.
Oh, 2 more.
Ooh, big bombers. There's 4 of them in formation.
All right, set that there. All right. So this is probably footage that Grandpa took.
For sure. Okay, there we go. This is actual. Didn't see this. Okay. There's an FAU Crusader coming in. We just captured him. Whoa, there we go. Whoa, look how close he comes to the front of the ship. There's an FAU Crusader.
Were those on your ship?
Yeah, same planes.
Now, what kind of planes are those? Fighters?
Yeah, they're all.
Was this prior to the F-15?
Oh, yeah, for sure. This was the workhorse, McDonnell Douglas, the F-4, the Phantom.
I remember those being in when I was in the F-4s. We'd see them sometimes.
By today's standard, it's old.
So this is out at sea, huh?
Oh, sure. Now, we used to go out and, I don't know that this is one of those instances where they'd go out and you have to qualify the pilots. They have to have so many launchings and recoveries to be qualified for carrier duty.
And a recovery is just a landing back
Yeah,
on the plane.
yeah. Call them a trap.
Wow.
There's
Ooh.
a destroyer.
What is that? Oh, it's a destroyer. Wow, look how close he is.
Oh, yeah.
He'd come up real close.
Well, they're going to string some, you're not going to see it on this footage, but they would string those lines across and we'd fuel him up.
Wow.
Look at him rocking in there, and the carrier's not
All the
moving at
guys
all.
out there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. The carrier's not going up and down at all. Now, do you think you took this, or did Grandpa take this?
I still think this, oh, you can see the hoses going over a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
you can right there.
That's probably the early lines. See how the wings fold up on the Phantom? So you can store more down in the hangar deck, which is below the flight deck.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video of a guy getting sucked up in there one time into that engine.
Oh, my gosh.
And he crawled back out. They shut it down. He was okay. That's amazing. He just disappeared. You want to set up here where you can see, sweetie?
Right.
That was a tough plane. All right, here we come. Whoa. That's a Skyhawk. That's another Skyhawk. Whoa, he missed the arresting gear cable. He's going for another run.
Now, what's a Skyhawk? Is that an F-4?
No, that's a different plane, different attack plane. Another fighter, though. He
Oh, he
waited.
didn't even
Uh-uh.
touch.
Now, somewhere in that, where the cable is, there were a couple of arms that we could raise up off the deck and put a netting on there.
That's what you're, okay.
And that netting, when it was tied also to the arresting gear cable, it would just wrap around the plane and we'd grab him. Save a couple $1,000,000 of dumping that plane. Whoa! Look how close he is to the front there.
Jeez. So, you think Grandpa was taking this footage for work?
No, just because he was on the plane. I mean, on the ship.
But he was on there for work.
Yeah. Wasn't related to this.
When you were on the ship, did you ever just go out and watch the?
Oh,
plane
sure.
flying?
Oh, sure. Being an electronics technic, I had access to every area on the ship, except where the nuclear weapons were. I could go up on the bridge where the captain was. He always got gear. He saw it as an ET if we were working on something. Look at him coming in. Whoa. We had an arresting gear cable snap one time, and it cut a kid's legs off, right? It cut the ankles right off. That thing snapped and it whip around.
Oh my gosh.
And right on the island, which is above the flight deck, before you walked out on there, they had all these 8.5 by 11 colored pictures of accidents to remind you, think of what you're doing when you step out of there on that flight deck.
So it's basically, if you don't need to be out there, don't be out there.
Right, and along the perimeter of the ship, you can't see it real well, there's a catwalk out here, all the way around it, except for the fantail in the front. But on both starboard and port sides of the ship, you could walk around there, and it was about that high. You'd just
So
be
you're
about
below the flight deck just a
well,
little bit?
you'd be up about that far, up out your chest, looking over it on the flight deck. There you go. Here's that deflector shield.
Yeah. Boy, it's not much of a runway to take off either, is it?
He got about 300 feet. But that cattle really hill. Now the newer planes, they don't even hold on. The pilot here, he's mechanically giving it full throttle.
Right.
He just grabs on and hangs on for life. He's part of the plane when that cat kicks him off. See the catwalk around here?
Yeah.
I can't see it enough, but my gear, well, the antennas are down now. My antennas are folded down, but they're normally around the sides of the ship.
Oh.
And you see those antennas up there? That was my gear, 30 megacycle stuff. Ship-to-ship communications and ship-to-shore long-range stuff. And these guys operated off UHF, high-frequency stuff for the planes. It's just amazing to see. I was fascinated with that. Ooh. Now, about 6 months before I left the ship, they installed the Platt system. And they always had a pilot down here talking to, he was a pilot, he's talking to the guy coming in. And we installed, I say we, not me, but cameras into the deck that they would pump down into the ready rooms, and the other pilots could see, okay, he's too low, he's this, he's that.
For training
Yeah,
and stuff?
right. If there was an accident, then they got a record. What happened there? Well, the front landing gear busted or whatever it was.
Boy, that does really wing them off there, doesn't it?
Get them up to about 150 and 300 feet. That'll rattle your cage. Plus, we're going into the wind. So if you got a 20-knot wind, you're picking up 20 miles an hour already on that. And we have 4 elevators to bring the planes up from the hangar deck, which is below this, where they actually work on the planes and that. That's where we'd show the Friday night movies.
Where, oh, in those...
In the hangar deck down there, we had a lot of chairs. It's always an old Western.
How long would you be out at sea at a time?
Generally about a week. We'd be in about half the time and be in port half the time.
Hmm.
Sometimes we'd go out for 40 days was the longest we ever steamed. That was the Cuban blockade without coming in.
How could you cross over those big open seas so fast? Like when you're heading over to Europe or you're heading over.
It's not so fast, you know.
I mean, that's not that fast to get across there.
Well, I mean, take I don't know, 4 or 5 days, whatever. I don't know. That's 3,000 miles. If you're going 25 miles an hour, do the math, you know.
What was that?
That's a Willie Fudd. That's the mail plane. Everybody on the ship knew it for 3 minutes after the mail plane landed.
That was the most important thing.
Oh, that's morale. You betcha.
Think about how different it must be now with all the electronics.
Yeah, and they also have video sections for young guys that play when they're off time. They get whatever what do you call that? Xboxes or those kinds of things, the video games that you play. Whoa. Well, there's Kay. Yeah.
That's Kay.
Yeah. There's Pop. Full head of hair. Look at that hat she's got on. You like that? That's a good winter hat. There's Art. Me. You know what that is? I still remember that to this day. It looks like a book,
Yeah.
but on each side of it there's like 4 or 5 rolls of lifesavers. And Uncle Bob brought that. I'll never forget that.
That's what that book is?
Yeah, it's not really a book, but it's just full of life. See the rolls?
It looks like a book.
Yeah, there's me.
How old do you think you are there?
Your guess is as good as mine.
5, maybe? How many
Well,
years
see, I'm
older
4
are you
years
than
older
Kay?
than Kay.
Okay.
So if she's 2 there, I'm 6, or she's
Okay.
3. And we slept in the garage, Art and I.
What?
Slept in the garage in the summertime.
Why is that?
Well, the back door of the garage opened. Pop put a big fan there, and it was cooler down there than staying upstairs where the heat rises. We didn't have air conditioning then. There's Grandma.
So would the back door just stay open
Yeah.
all night?
Uh-huh. Those are different times.
Now is it like, what would you be like on a cot or something?
He made a set of bunk beds there, and the bottom of it lifted up for storage, and the front of the garage. There's Grandma.
That's Grandma who was with her.
I don't know. There's Kay doing her magic act.
Uh-oh.
She's a cowboy here. She's pretty fancy with that gun. Look at that. I don't know if I told you, Art won a full scholarship on music to CBC. And Kay played the piano. She was very good too.
You didn't play the piano?
Who?
You.
No musical ability at all. And I have no timing. I have no rhythm. None. Except at your wedding when I was dancing. This is Kay's something at church, maybe May Day.
What is May Day?
Mother Perpetual Hope, and May is her month of Mary. Here's a buddy of hers. And they had a special procession and a special mass. That's what they wore for grade school, the uniform for the girls. This is, now here's what I'm saying, this is double exposed. There's 2 different things going on here. One of them is we're on vacation.
Would it do this very often?
No, I think there's 2 of them that are that way.
All right, so what's the pool here?
It's a wading pool. And here we were on vacation up in Minnesota. We were at a lodge up there. Doesn't seem like much by today's standards, but that was state of the art then.
The pool was?
Well, I'll show you. There's Eric Bossy, a friend of Mom and Pop's. He's eating some of the fish that we caught up in Minnesota.
You guys would go up there and go fishing or something?
Oh, gosh. Largemouth bass. Whoa.
What's this little train?
Don't know where that was. I would guess that's at the zoo. They had a train that went around. There's some friends of Mom and Dad's. And they all went up there from St. Louis. A bunch of people that they knew.
Yeah, look at all that. It's a little train everybody's on. So wait, they all went up where?
To Minnesota.
Okay.
And we'd fish up. Everybody, there was these fishing. Family would have a cabin. And you ate meals in a bunkhouse. Everybody was go in there anytime. Oh, wow. You got to see the fish, Rob. Oh, he left. That's my sister. You just missed it. We had a whole rack of fish. Had them strung up between a couple of trees.
Oh, nice. So what's this? You're probably still up in Minnesota?
Yeah, I think so, in the lake there. I don't know who that is. I think that's Kay.
Did you go up there every
There's Mom.
summer?
No, once or twice. There's Mom's little fish. Now, they're going to show a whole rack of them. Hey, Mom, way to go, girl. Here's me on an outdoor bowling thing at the same place.
Outdoor bowling?
Well, it was just, they'd set up the pins and it was like a sidewalk.
I've never seen outdoor bowling.
It was just, and see that trough, that's what the ball would come.
How old were you there?
Oh, I'm guessing. Here we are, the volleyball game there.
Like 15?
Oh, I love that, yeah. Now that's the world's largest, at that time, this is Iron Mountain, Michigan. That's the world's largest ski jump at that time.
Wow.
And it's an old wooden one. And it just goes to the end of this hill, and we can see it just drops off.
Wow.
There it is, there it is.
You can walk down it?
Well, there's planks, there's no snow, this is summertime. And these are like 2x4s. Look at that thing. And think of that, they had to walk up in those days. There was no
other way to get up there.
Hey, Mom. That's Dutchman's Creek, I think, where Pop grew up.
Up in
Wisconsin. Yeah, there I am. Look at that hairdo. Is it big pompadour?
And I think it's funny in these old videos is it so many times you video things that are not people, and I've learned over the years, like the other day, it's really all about the people. It's not about
No
the
question. I got a lot of footage I took in Rome and Paris, and here's 10 minutes on the Eiffel Tower. Who cares?
It's so
There's
cool.
my cousin.
Yeah.
There's me.
Yeah.
There's Uncle Bob.
Oh. You still think you're up in Minnesota?
Yeah, I think we were in Wisconsin, and
Was same trip or different trip?
different trip.
Now what dog is this?
Not sure.
It looks like a lab.
No, we never had a
Maybe
lab.
not. That thing's tiny. Yeah, it's too small. Who's that holding it?
Pop.
Maybe a wiener dog or something?
Don't know. I don't remember that dog at all. Those pups are full of it. That rascal.
Funny you get this much footage of a puppy. Do you think you're back home?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, look at that.
There's
some
that's
snow.
the house. There's Mom and Dad's bedroom, and there's Kay's bedroom there.
And which house?
That was where I grew up, and on Gardner Lane.
Man, that's a lot of snow.
We'd get some good-sized snows then. And every couple of years, we'd get a foot of snow or something.
I just don't get that like you used to.
Pop's 55 Chevy.
The one to the right?
Uh-huh.
What's the one to the left?
Don't know whose car that is. Not ours. That's the car I learned to drive on.
Do you know how many square feet your old house was, do you think?
17, maybe 1,800. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, living room, dining room, and a good-sized family room.
So did you and Art stay in the same room?
Uh-huh. Twin beds.
Who's that?
Don't know. Some kid wandered into the picture. There's our old house.
That's the house?
Over on this corner is a live Christmas tree that Grandpa planted after Christmas one year. And the last time I was through there, that thing had to be 45, 50 foot tall.
No.
Yeah.
All right, where's this?
Don't know. Bagnell Dam, somewhere like that.
And who's that?
That's Kay.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Where's Bagnell Dam?
Down on the Lake of the Ozarks in St. Louis.
Oh. Would you guys go down there very often?
No, once or twice. That's where I caught polio that time we were down there.
You don't think it was this trip, though, do you?
No. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. If there's a shot of me swimming across
Here's
the lake.
Here's our house,
That was the right
1752
one.
Gardner Lane, wintertime. Don't know what year it is. Here comes Kay.
I don't know how old she is there.
It's about 25.
She's already starting trouble.
Oh,
That was from the crib. That's the neighbors. We're looking across the street. There's my old jalopy.
No.
Yeah, stock car. First one I made.
So you made that?
Everything. Put the engine in it, put the drivetrain in it, transmission in it.
So is that, when you say a stock, is it not a specific car? You just kind of piece things
No,
together?
it's for racing.
Oh. Wow. How old do you think you were?
Oh, 19, 18. Well, I was out of high school, so I was, 17, 18. There we go. Hadn't painted it yet. And Pop, I'd have never been successful. Pop hadn't have fixed up the shocks. Originally went this way. I mean the leaf springs.
Okay.
And he got one that was mounted differently. So he had like a 2x4 made of tube steel. We had welded it on the back, and then we just took some U-bolts and put it on there. How did Kay get in there again?
Some quality footage.
Oh yeah.
See if I can't edit that out. That's a lot.
Well, what you could do is stop the record and let it run. It'll play through there. Then when it's something you want, you better pick it up again. Oh, here we are. That's January Wabash Lake,
Well, where's that? St. Louis?
where we used to go. It's the same place where I took you guys up, and the geese came after us when we had the popcorn. They
So
used to
is that
swim
like-
in that. They used to swim in that back in the 40s.
Is that North County then?
Right up from where I lived, up in that park, January Wabash Park. There's me trying to skate. This
Or
was
is it
after
something
polio.
that people typically did every
Every
winter?
couple of years, it would freeze enough where you
Oh,
you
okay.
could ice skate on it.
Wow, a lot of people are out there.
Yeah. Well, it didn't happen that often that it was thick enough. And back in
Jeez,
in
look at
here,
all those
I think
people.
that building
Yeah,
was the bathhouse where they used to change.
That is a ton of people.
Whoa!
They're everywhere.
But you know what's funny? I don't think you're going to see it in here, but somewhere in here there were ducks that would keep an area open. It wouldn't freeze because they're moving. They're keeping the water moving. There's me, Susan Hibbert-Schmidt.
Who's that? Neighbor?
Kid from grade school, our grade school class. Here's Kay and I on her bike, slipping down the driveway on a three-wheeler.
Now, how much older is Art than you?
4, about the same difference as you and Johnny are.
And then you and Kay are 4 too.
Yeah. Or 5. Well, she's the same age as your mom.
That's a pretty big gap difference.
But she's, there's a sandbox there's a black eye. Got in a fist fight there. Look at this one.
Whoa, from what?
I got in a fist fight with a guy. That's a pretty good black eye.
That's pretty good. And how old do you think you were there?
Oh, I don't know. Wasn't old enough, apparently. Didn't realize he was that tough. There's PT.
Did you get in trouble from your grandma and stuff about that?
No, they felt sorry for me. Stuff happens. She's in a school play there. Martha Washington. There's Art. Look at there. He was really the ladies' man. And he had the uniform in high school. Ah, here's Father Doyle. This is probably a first communion thing. That's the whole grade school heading into church. That's the uniforms they used to wear then. Now they're bringing the Blessed Mother. They're carrying her. The statue's there, and they got. This is the old school bus they used to pick us up in. Her father would drive that. Father Murphy.
Really?
There's the nuns.
And so this was your church or your school? Or both?
Well, both. The church was connected to the school. There's the nuns. They had those big habits. You can't see their weapons. I think that's Mom there. There's Kay. Here's Kay as a magician.
Is that what this is?
Yeah. This is pretty cute. She's going to make something disappear here. Here's me. A football game. Art and I are playing. This little thing vibrates and you it had a little spring in one of them where you kick the field goal. There's the neighbors.
Christmas?
Yeah. The Rockwells, they lived across the street.
Did you guys hang out with them a lot?
Well, they didn't have any kids, but he had he was German, every tool you could imagine when I needed something. He had these specialty things, trunks full of them that his dad gave to him, I guess.
Who's that?
I don't know. Some neighbors. Yeah. He was the father of a kid I went to grade school with. That's his mom. That's Herb Ram and Stella. There's Pop.
Wait a second. I don't know if this is recording.
No, it must be because it's in stop recording.
Okay.
Look at Pop with the bow tie.
More snow.
Yeah. Coming down the neighbor's hill there. Look at her.
So is that your neighbor's house?
Yeah, they were higher than we were. We were the low house on the street. Whoa. Can we make that skid up to the house?
Who's that? You with Kay?
Yeah, I think so. Tried to shake her off, but that didn't work. PT, the dog that I had, you saw before, had all the pups, and these are people leaving with the pups that we gave away. There's some of the pups.
Did you guys breed her on purpose?
No. It was a neighbor dog, and it broke my heart. We had her fixed after that, and she died at the vets. And
When she was getting fixed?
Yeah. I was crushed, man. Like it was yesterday. Like
How-
you and Hershey, you know.
How old was she?
Wasn't very old, maybe 2.
Oh.
There's Art ready for the
And
prom.
then you didn't have a pup from her either. Oh my gosh.
Here's Art in his CBC, the uniform.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Now, all this whole thing is roses. Gorgeous, all the way down the side of our garage. I got Art, he was a sergeant there, I guess. Bob's starting to thin out a little bit. Look at that hairdo.
Boy, that is a great do.
And he always took the bus, and he'd meet the gals at the bus stop. They were crazy about him. Oh, man in uniform.
And that's when he was in high school. So.
Right. There's all of us.
That's a great shot. What do you think this was? Easter or something?
Maybe it was his graduation or something, because he's in uniform.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Hey, Art. He was the world's best brother. Can you see me? Look at those roses. There's Millie. She came over to bring him a gift. That's our next door neighbor for graduation. See that air conditioner?
Mm-hmm.
That was the only part of the house. There's Margie.
Oh, yeah. So wait.
That's Art leaving for the Army.
So how early did he meet Marge?
Yeah, high school.
Oh, wow.
That's the only part of the house that was air conditioned, was the rumpus room. I got Art heading out. Kay and my cousin. Kay Brister and Jimbo. I talked to her not long ago. Her mom is the last of Mom's sisters. She's 103.
Wow.
And she's just, within months of being there. There's Jimbo. That's Kay Brister.
Again, these are your cousins?
Uh-huh.
And where do they live?
Down in Mississippi, Louisiana. Well, they were in Louisiana now. You might have met them at Pop's. They came up when Pop's funeral.
Mm.
Okay, showing a little leg here, huh? Can you see, sweetheart? Huh? Look at that hat.
Ashlyn's listening with us.
It's a nice pool.
Where's that?
No idea. That's Pop in the middle. It might be me there. We'll see. Couldn't tell. I think that's Art and Marge right there.
Where's this?
Looks like the Lake of the Ozarks. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it looks pretty. Big old boat coming in. You guys didn't? Did you guys go down to the Ozarks much? No.
Maybe 2 or 3 times. Spend a weekend down there or so. There's Marge and Art.
Now, how old do you think you are there?
I would think he's out of the service by then. He stayed in the reserves for a number of years.
And what did he go in the Navy?
Army.
Army.
Heard me. There's the popster. No idea. Kids wandered into the picture. Party of some kind, I don't know. There's me. Whoa.
Nice.
Olympic kind of diver, huh?
Do you recognize this pool?
Try to hold her under here. An Irish pool, whatever it is. Another party at the house. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of Kay's friends, I guess. It looks younger. Yeah, there she is. Me. Kay, you camera hog.
Who's that? Are you in the white shirt, or?
Couldn't tell from the resolution there.
Not quite high definition here.
I'm impressed with the iPod, the definition it takes.
Oh, that
Whoa.
makes your iPad?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's amazing. So some party.
Another birthday party for Kay.
Oh,
Cake
okay.
there. She sure had a lot of parties. This was right before the cello shots, I think we passed out. Don't know any of those kids. Those are all her buddies from school.
Yeah. Wonder how old she is there. Maybe 8, 7?
Yeah, I would guess. And we were taking movies with that camera. We had a bar. It had 4 spotlights on it. So everybody, you see them cringing as you move around with that. Yeah,
So you had those big lights on it.
You can see how it'll
wonder what
reflect
this
certain.
Is this at the house?
Yeah,
It's like
for sure. It's at the house, another dance. It looks like Margie there. It is. That's Art and Marge. Look how thin he was.
Did they meet pretty early on in high school?
I think so.
That makes sense about that bright light.
Everybody hated you coming around with that thing, like an escaped prisoner, you know.
Yeah.
It's like Katie Kanoy, Barbara Banty, Carol Sassenrath. That's my group.
Is that you there? Looks like you right there in the middle.
Yeah, that's me.
You know what it looked like? You look like Asher right there. Asher looked like you right there.
I'll be darned. Ron Laquillo. I'm sneaking a beer. There's me.
Whoa.
Huh?
Is this your baseball team?
Yeah.
What was your team?
Cardinals.
Oh, that's what Asher's team is.
You know who got the uniforms for us? Terry Edgar and I.
You guys got the
Police.
today,
Yeah.
right?
We'd been everywhere and telling the cop the SAP story. We couldn't get a sponsor. There's Bill Edgar. He was the coach.
Now, how many seasons did you play?
2. There's Terry. He died about 3 years ago. There's me. Oh, look at. I always had a fat kid with no control that threw hard. There I am. Somehow I got on first. Oh, there's me. Hey, catch him. Now he's safe.
Or was that you on second base?
Yeah. See it? Jump high. Woo. Throw it home.
Throwing it home.
I was a pretty good second baseman. You didn't get the hard ones coming down to second base because it didn't have a lot of left-handers. I guess we lost.
That grass is kind of high, isn't it?
Yeah. My sister. There's me cutting the grass. I always cut the grass for Pop. See every one of these trees? See these posts?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a chain. Pop put all those in.
Uh-huh.
And eventually he planted a tree in the middle of every one of those that he got from Uncle Bob's place up on the hill.
Now, what did he put that in for?
Just to make it like a park. You can see a little tree started here.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Another one there. And they grow fast.
Is that you?
Yeah, I always cut the grass. 49 Ford. She must be going to a party, a birthday party or something.
She's going to a lot of parties.
Please.
Some kids walking on some wood.
Looks like a
wood
stack.
pile or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, it sure does.
Looks safe.
I smell a lawsuit. Well, she's carrying 2 guns.
Oh, great. She's got a gun.
Last one you want to see with a gun. Look at a snowman. Look at that.
Who is this? Well, that works pretty good. It's picking up more snow.
Sure. That Pop? Yeah. Whoa, it fell over.
Not much snow on the ground. Kind of a little head.
Trying to move them around somewhere. Get a little more snow. This is a sandbox that Pop made for her, and this is a lattice work on top, so she wasn't right in the
Is
sun.
that you?
Yeah. Those earmuffs. Can't get around the corner there. I see disaster coming here. Hey, Pop. Oh, God bless you, Pop.
There we go.